There is a Chinese show that tries to copy Singles Inferno and The Masked Singer. And then there's Beauty and the Best, the degen of degens of Asian dating shows. This show is so bad, it's actually funny to watch. To recap, the men played a game where they had to outrun a pack of attack dogs or get viciously bitten and taken down. So in fourth place, Beijing player gets the first pick, and he picks. And then Nerdy Nerd also picks her by saying, he's like, this little gangster hustler, I'm gonna go mess with him. Nerdy Nerd comes and says, I'm gonna mess with him, hey, and he picks Lulu as well. So Lulu is now stuck with two losers. Metro Man tells Nerdy Nerd, tonight be nice to her.
What?
Oh no, and he picks Big Boobs Girl. Oh man, Lulu must be so sad.
一个人在一生的过程中，在一段感情中，他不会只面对一个人，在生活中。
bullshit?
Metro Guy gives this like really flowery speech about in a man's life, you have to experience everything to know what you really want. And it all sounds really good. But meanwhile, Lulu is looking at him like, what is this guy doing? Leaving me with these two losers. Look at her face.
我觉得这是一个非常圆满的一个事情。
你站在那个位置，你说这个结果是很圆。
Beijing players like everything's working to plan, and the host is like, you're the one standing alone by yourself with no choice. So he ends up with Wang Zi, okay, and White Me Robert ends up with Baby. Okay, at this point we actually get into our first lesson, which is there are women like Lulu and I believe Big Boobs Girl as well. In the interviews, you can see that they're referring to these loser guys politely, okay? Lulu, in several of her interviews, says, this guy, we can be friends. He seems like he has these good qualities, but I'm never gonna date him. Right? Whereas the other girl's like, who is this weirdo? Who is this creep? Like, why am I stuck with this loser? Okay. And this show is really funny because they always have these top two guys and then they have like a medium-sized loser and then they have like a loser and they put them together to try to compete. But what happens with girls like Lulu is that in real life, right, they're really nice to people because they're, you know, let's say they're raised well. And what happens is these loser guys think they have a shot with her. This happens a lot in Asian societies where the nice girl gets harassed, creeped on, stalked. Because in Asia, especially in Chinese people, the culture is like, if I try hard enough, then I must succeed. But in dating, people don't realize trying hard in dating doesn't work. You have to try different. In building a business, in other areas of learning a skill, if you try hard enough, yes, eventually you'll learn how to play the violin. But in dating, once you fail, you can never gain back the attraction because the girl's already made up her mind. Oh, Robert leaves Wang Zi. That's so sad.
他收拾东西，哇，是不是比你那个女仆房要好很多？一般吧。
Baby's like, this is better than your maid room, right? Why me? Robert's like, it's alright. It's common, you know.
主要是因为有你。
Then he realized his mistake with Asian girls, so then he calibrates and says, oh, it's because this room has you.
好嘞。
Baby's like, you make me so tired.
Hai Chi really stood out to me. I thought she was just beautiful. She's kind of my type, the kind of girl I typically go for. And there was something about her I knew I wanted to get to know her a little better right away. I liked her. She had a great body. You know, she was tan. She stood out to me. She had all these interesting tattoos. So she really stood out, I'd say.
就算你拥有很好的物质条件，可能也无法去挽回一个人的心。
Nerdy Nerd is like, even though the room is nice, it doesn't help you win someone's heart. No kidding, bro. And then he says, it's not about whether we sleep in the same bed or not. It's about the girl's choice.
所以不是说他愿不愿意。
Oh no, why me? Robert's waving as the poor guy leaves the bedroom. Alright, see you later. I win. Man, this is so sad. This nerd guy, I feel bad for him, dude. Like, he seems like a nice guy, like on camera.
He's out there, man. And I kind of feel bad for him, but also it's the part he played. And like he brought these gallon jugs full of rose petals and it's like, I'm going to take baths with this. And He's an interesting character for sure.
If the girl doesn't like you, she'll come up with all sorts of reasons why she doesn't want to do this with you or do that with you. If the girl likes you, she's gonna give you a big leeway to do things. White Me Robert casually waving as Nerdy Nerd exits the room. Man, this is so hard to watch because it brings back so many memories for me from college. Man, if you guys had met me in my college days, bro. Once upon a time, helped this girl at MIT move, and she was moving dorms from this really far away from campus, and I moved all her stuff for her. There was one other dorky Asian guy, and after we moved, she's like, "Oh my god, thank you guys so much," and she bought us both a piece of pizza, a slice of pizza, not even a whole pizza, and then she goes back to the dorm with some other dude, leaving me out in the cold Boston snow. So I was this guy, I was the guy losing the girl to every single guy who knew what he was doing back in college. So I feel for Nerdy Nerd. At the same time, I want to grab him through the camera and be like, slap him and listen, man, you gotta learn how to play the game. You can't keep living like this. I wonder if he's ever gonna be smart enough to realize he needs to change up his style, his look, regardless of his genetics, maybe work out a little bit, but the way he communicates with women to get results. I wonder if he's ever gonna get it.
那可以睡这里啊。对啊。
Beijing player says, you can't make this shit up, bro. If you let him sleep on this bed, it's very clear what your intentions are. Really, bro? Really? These two guys, Beijing player and Nerdy Nerd, are so bad at game that they can't even see the emotions behind the logic. It's like trying to drive a car while looking at one rearview mirror. It's like you're constantly looking in the back, but you can't really see what's going on, and you'll never get to where you're going.
Oh.
This girl's like, what do I do with him? He's clueless.
好吧。
She's tired. She's laying down oh no, I gotta deal with this guy's cluelessness. This is what women have to deal with, especially in Asian cultures.
我本来想他应该会选择那两位。
Oh no. Big boob girl is I didn't think he was gonna pick her. And then this guy steps in.
非常确定的今天会选你。
Oh no, he's like, I was sure I was gonna pick you today. Oh no. She's like, what are you doing? Oh no, he goes for a hug. Oh, this is so awkward. Oh my god. He tries to make a move to hug her and cop a feel. This is so funny to watch.
不需要就算了。
Oh no, she gives him a pity pat. Oh no, Grinch! And she's trying to back away, pity pat. Oh my god, this is so bad. Back in college, back when I looked like this, I used to get pity pats all the time. Girls
Thank you so much for helping me move. See you later. Thank you so much, Amani. You're so awesome. Bye-bye. See ya. I'm gonna go fuck the other guy. Have fun.
oh man, this guy needs to pull up his pants, bro. He's not in a 90s hip-hop video, man.
There's the, country bumpkin guy that you were talking about in your last video. He actually, there's a lot of stuff you don't see in these videos. They don't make the edit. He was a great conversationalist. When we'd go to breakfast and he'd have every girl in these deep conversations about astrological signs, what sign are you, and doing all this cold reading. He actually had some skills in that way. I was looking up to him. The Beijing guy, yeah.
Come on.
对，
就是你喜欢大胸。
Lulu says, I know you like big boobs.
你就是喜欢大胸。
I know you like big boobs. And she repeats this 3 times.
你就是喜欢大胸。
其实我本来还
Getting louder each successive time. You like big boobs. You like big boobs. I know you like big boobs. Big boob man.
就是喜欢大胸。
我会觉得有一种很强烈的负罪感。
所以你遇到新鲜人。
不是
This guy has a very smooth way of talking. So he's like, when you meet something fresh at the office, you want to really explore that relationship. He just have a smooth talker kind of vibe, right? And Lulu's like, so you like fresh meat, huh? So she's giving him a lot of tests because she likes him.
你就一定会去嘛，对不对？
那你现在不是去了吗？
我是就是不是那个去，我是
So he lies down like this and she's mad.
去。哎呀，我去，越描越黑，我好累。
And then at this point, she has a mental break. Earth to Lulu, are you still there?
冷静冷静。 10分钟以后会有个更帅的人进来。
So the guy tries to calm her down. He says, look, if we both see new people, we might get some clarity. But what he doesn't understand that she is stuck with the losers. And he's, actually all the girls are pretty good looking. So of course she's mad and she has a right to be mad.
你不能唱歌给他听。
Oh, as he's about to leave, she says, you can't sing for her, okay? Oh, that's so sad. Kind of cute. He's like, okay.
你不能弹吉他给他听。
Lulu's like, you can't play the guitar for her, okay?
好的，今
He was like, okay.
天不想弹吉他了，
He's like, okay, I don't feel like playing the guitar today anyway.
拉钩。
Oh, the pinky swear, dago. So the pinky swear is when you do this with the other girl's pinky and you go like this. Now in Chinese culture, this signifies a very strong promise. And guess what? In America, I was like, hey, this is what we do in Taiwan. And I did this with the girl. And the white girl was like, oh, that's cool. Yeah, okay, see you later. And never calls me back. You can't expect your cultural norms to be imposed upon other people because they don't have that frame of reference. But in Chinese culture, this is supposed to be a big promise. You know, I think she took a bite of that meat because she likes you. Because most Asian girls would not do that. Like if it was some random dude, they'd just be like, no, I'm not gonna eat that.
I had a bite of the meat. I was just trying to get her, you know, interacting with me and then set the stakes. Literally set the stakes. It was kind of a test and she jumped for it. So I knew like, okay, great, it's on.
Okay, I'm going to leave this video here. Subscribe if you enjoyed the content. The next episode will be coming out very soon. And if you're a single guy looking for dating advice, check out some of the free dating resources in the YouTube description. Or go to highintegrityskills.com. Enjoy.